Hi everyone and welcome back to my culinary wellness videos. My name is Nikki Windsor. I'm a health and nutrition coach, identifying eating habits and lifestyle behaviours to help digestive issues and overall health and well-being. Well, this Thursday, the 19th of May, is World IBD Day. So IBD is the reason why I do all of this, so I really want to talk about it a little this week. So IBD is inflammatory bowel disease. It is really describes two major conditions: Crohn's disease, which is a condition that affects all of the digestive tract, and colitis, which affects the large bowel. They are generally lifelong conditions. Now the focus this year is IBD has no age. So it's talking about people generally over 60 who are living with the disease. Now most people get diagnosed between 15 and 30, so anyone over 60 has been living with the disease generally for many years. And as I said, it's a lifelong condition. So I'm 50, I was diagnosed at 15, so I've been living with Crohn's disease for 35 years now. And it's really identifying that this is a condition that we have to learn to live with. It's not it's not a condition to beat, to overcome. It's not a bacterial infection, it's not a viral infection. There's no external invader coming into our body that we need to defeat. The aggressor is our own immune system. So being an autoimmune disease, it's where the immune system is attacking the body. And in the case of inflammatory bowel disease, it's primarily attacking the digestive tract. So it causes actual damage, ulcerations, strictures, fistulas, so blockages in the intestine. So if you go in, you can see physical damage created by the immune system attacking the digestive tract. So if we can't beat it, what do? Well, it's about understanding our own body. Now, what we do know about inflammatory bowel disease is that it's influenced by genes, which obviously we don't have much influence over, but it's also influenced by our environment. So that means the food that you're eating, the way in which you eat, your lifestyle behaviours, the amount of stress that you're under, environmental hazards, so pollutants, pesticides, so anything, smoking, anything that your body is in, that it's exposed to, can influence the action of the immune system. So we've got to understand what's upsetting it. So that's about taking time to really notice, what do you expose yourself to that triggers symptoms. It is very possible to adjust elements of your diet, of your lifestyle, to alleviate the symptoms of inflammatory bowel disease. Understanding what foods irritate you. Does smoking irritate you? Does drinking irritate you? Is it stress? Now, we're all individual, and with this, it's like our immune system. There isn't one answer for everyone. There's trends, like smoking has been seen to affect many people. It doesn't affect everybody. Drinking as well. Certain foods. There's no one food that you can say affects everyone, but there are a lot of people get affected by gluten, for example, or FODMAPs. So it's understanding your personal triggers, and that's really connecting in with your body. And the key thing with inflammatory bowel disease, it's reducing inflammation. And so we are learning a lot of what inflames the body. So it's making changes in behaviours to reduce that amount of inflammation. One of the biggest barriers that I see in people, and that I've experienced myself, is resistance to change. Because all that time we're very capable of adapting. It's amazing what the body can actually put up with. And all of the time that we can adapt and live with the condition while still functioning, will be resistant to certain change. We tend to focus on the short-term losses rather than the long-term gains. If you're in a very stressful job, then the thought process that you go through about changing jobs, well, you're thinking about the short-term consequences of that. I've been there. I gave up a very successful corporate IT career in 2007. I'd been living in that career for a long time. It wasn't until Crohn's disease really grounded me. I was signed off work because I could barely leave the house. I hit a health crisis before I realised, well, actually I can give this up. My health is more important. I need to focus on my health. 15 years ago I had a great career. I was financially sound. I was a homeowner. I was set up to retire at 50, my age now. Yet I was in crippling pain. I was miserable. Everything I ate triggered symptoms, and the stress was heavily influenced my condition as well. What I was holding on to wasn't worth what I was giving up. Look at myself now, I'm happy. I'm living with my mum. I have very little financial security, yet, I'm pain-free. I'm predominantly symptom-free. I'm an entrepreneur. I love my food. I can do most of the things that I want to do. I've travelled the world. I've had the time to really understand what influences my condition and make changes so that I can live the best life I can with Crohn's disease. And I'm excited to share that with others. So living with these diseases, it's not easy, but it's one of the big things that helped me was changing that mindset of defeating what I was up against and learning how to live with it in harmony. Really understanding my own body and living with the disease in the best way that I can. Well, that's IBD day, and next week I'll be back with something else. If you're struggling with inflammatory bowel disease, Crohn's disease, colitis, or any other digestive symptom and you need someone to talk to, then please do reach out. Catch you next time. Bye.